Welcome to another edition of Turn 6 Garage. Today we're discussing the 1 year ownership of the 2013 Fiat 500 TwinAir. Now, it's been a year since we got this car. It's done 10,000 kilometers and it's been absolutely brilliant. It's been a fuel sipping, lovely handling, enjoyable to drive, fun little convertible. Now, the only reason the roof is not down on a Dallas day is reasonably hot outside, and yeah, probably not the best thing to do at this time of year in Melbourne. The 500 TwinAir, which I'm currently driving on a freeway at 100 k's an hour, which it can do very easily. You would be surprised that only 900 cc's can give you that. It can do 100 k's like every other car. The 500C hasn't needed a whole lot in terms of work. In terms of things that have gone wrong, there's the door handle on the driver's side, which broke off, common Fiat 500 issue, as well as it needing a new expansion tank because it was starting to leak a little bit. But that's it. After all the repairs were done, when we got it, i.e. the oil cooler and the suspension, as well as some actuators, a couple of boost actuators, it's been very, very, very good. There are a couple of issues it has that are likely to crop up in the next few thousand k's. Number one is the clutch. It's starting to make some noises. It's still going okay, but it's probably about 5,000 to 10,000 k's from what it needs doing. The two little fuel injectors are starting to smell a little bit. You can just have a little bit of faint smell of fuel when you start it up. So they're possibly on their way out, although it could just be the washer. But given how cheap they are, these parts, you might as well do it anyway. There's only two of them, unlike a whole bunch of other cars. But that's been it. The roof has worked, the air conditioning works perfectly, the entertainment systems work perfectly. The car does have a couple of little rattles, which you expect for a little 500 at this age, but not much. Going 100 k's in this Fiat, and my eardrums don't want to burst. It's reasonably quiet. I can still talk to you. It's only got 5 gears, so we are cruising at just over 2,000 RPM. But it's all right at speed. Something I didn't think would be the case with this car. The 1.2 does feel a little slower at speed. This thing actually has quite a lot of perk to it. But for what is effectively an eco car, it's positively good as an everyday daily driver. And I do a lot of Ks over lots and lots of cars, so if I was driving this car, just this car, I probably would have about 120,000 Ks on it now. I do about anywhere from 30 to 60,000 a year, depending on where I'm going and what I do. The upper hill, you do need to change down a bit. There isn't a lot of torque in this little engine. It's good, but up a hill on a freeway, you are going to need to go down a cog. Have there been any gripes though in the 1 year ownership of this car? Well, the Blue and Me system. You can answer calls, but you can't end calls very well. It's very annoying. It's the thing that sort of lets this car down in a way, because virtually everything else doesn't annoy me. The ride's actually really compliant, given the fact it's got full Bilstein dampers on it, which have improved the handling of the 500 so well that it actually outhandles a far newer, far more modern version, just thanks to much better suspension. The thing that I've realised with these cars is what lets the 500 down in terms of reliability is quality of components and quality of the suppliers, more or less. Put good quality components on one of these things, and these are actually very reliable. But yeah, it seems like the main thing that lets it down is just what's on it in terms of the componentry and how it's put together. Once you improve that, this car becomes very, very good. Like, for example, when we first got it, the oil cooler, that's because the oil cooler on it is not a very expensive part, and course it's going to leak. Now in reality, Fiat Chrysler think it's expensive, but in reality it's about $60 for the part. So the lingering question about this video, so the lingering question here is, should you buy a TwinAir 500? From where I'm sitting, the answer is yes. The one thing to say with the 500, particularly the TwinAir, is make sure you know someone who knows how to find the parts for the car, and make sure you know how much they really cost, because they're not that expensive. And because the TwinAir is a very common engine in Europe, parts are everywhere. All the European suppliers have them, as well as all the componentry around it, so all the brakes and suspension. And over a nice, horrible, rutted bump, this thing rides perfectly. That's my other recommendation. Make sure you throw a good set of dampers on this car, because it absolutely transforms the handling. This thing is like an original Mini. Toss it into corners and it doesn't do anything, doesn't understeer, doesn't oversteer. It just points, goes in, and just keeps going at whatever speed you throw it in there. There is nothing to complain about with this 500. It's that good. Thank you for watching, and if you like what we do, remember to like and subscribe.